into another video, and without further ado, let's just get right into our book today, which is Princess Academy by Shannon Hale. This is actually book 1 of the Princess Academy series, which consists of 3 books, but only, if you see here, the first book has won a Newbery Honor Award. And if you see one of these symbols, Newbery Honor, this means that this book is internationally recognized as being awesome. So, try to read as many awesome books as possible. And a lot of them, including The Giver and other books, have also won Newbery Awards and are currently in the PSL library. So if you read this book and think that it's awesome, maybe you should try to check out some of the other awesome hard books as well. But other than that, let's just get right into the plot as soon as possible. Basically, the main character of Princess Academy is a young mountain girl named Miri. And Miri and her family live on top of Mount Eskel, which is a mountain, a really, really high mountain surrounded by basically nothing. So they live on the mountain, and her village is basically a mining village. So they mine valuable minerals out of Mount Eskel to make their meager living out of, wooden huts and barely enough food. So she's a poor girl. But she's happy though, because, she's surrounded by friends and family, and they're a really tight-knit community, and they help each other out, and it's all happy. But then something happens. An attorney from the local Danlander kingdom arrives and tells them that every girl in that village has to be part of a Princess Academy. And the reason for that is this. Mount Eskel is the property of the Danlanders. It's on Danlander land. Now, the Danlanders have this custom where they ask the creator god every time the prince of the Danlander kingdom needs to have a bride, a princess. They ask the creator god to tell them which region the princess must come from. Because, for the line to continue, the princess needs to be, a healthy bride and a good bride for the prince, for them to hopefully have children and the line to continue. That's why they ask the creator god to tell them what region the princess must come from. And every time they do that, they must ask the priests of the creator god to actually tell them the answer. And this time, the priests of the creator god said Mount Eskel. So that means that the princesses must come from Mount Eskel. Whoever they are, they have to come from Miri's tiny village on the top of Mount Eskel. And that is what the priests of the creator god said, which means that now Miri's community has been torn apart because all of the girls must be placed in this Princess Academy so that they can be trained to become, princesses and hopefully dance with the prince 1 year after the day when the Princess Academy was first constructed, where he will hopefully then choose somebody for his bride that he likes, and then they can be married happily ever after. Now, Miri is wondering 2 things. First of all, she doesn't want to be separated from her family, which is bad. And she's also wondering, can a mountain girl really become a princess? Because to Miri, the Danlander kingdom sounds very far away and, down Mount Eskel. And to Miri, down Mount Eskel basically means nowhere because she's been living on Mount Eskel this whole life. So yeah, this is truly a coming-of-age story where Miri goes from distinctly one type of girl to the next. And yeah, obviously, I've read this book and I loved it. So I hope that you will too. And obviously this is part of the series, but book 2 and 3 are currently not part of our PSL library catalog. So as usual, if you love this book and you want to read the other books in the series, tell us in the comments below and we will hopefully have them acquired and shipped to you as quickly as possible. That is our motto, alright? Other than that, I sincerely hope you guys enjoy this book. One note of caution, it is a really hard book. It's almost at the level of The Giver and other books. Obviously, really thick book, lots of words, right? So yeah, I would recommend this book to confident readers who have already read several easy, medium, or medium books. So yeah, that's my word of caution, and enjoy the book.